suppose I've been inspired to make this video that no one will see. But I quite enjoy talking things out. For myself, at least. I saw this video with this guy who was talking about how job interviews are humiliation ritual. And, like, I'm probably going to title this video something like advice for young dudes in the new 21st century, aka cyberpunk hell world. I think I don't even know what my generation would be considered, truth be told. I was born in 99, so I'm 25, and I'm starting to feel the burn of, I know it sounds retarded, but I feel old as shit now. My body is telling me, not because I'm fat, but I am fat, but there are just there are a ton of things. The main thing I want to try to get across in this video is I've done so many of these fucking car videos where I just never end up posting it, where it's just stuff I wish I knew in easy to digest terms that aren't from your dad or something. Because I think the problem with advice for guys that are, I'm gonna say in high school, like senior, this is probably who I'm trying to target, or like just got into college, like 5-6 years behind me, 16, 17, 18. I would say that is a completely different generation than what I would be, because the 99 early 2000 child was basically the last generation to grow up at a point where they can remember without this technology world that we now exist in, so to speak. And I think that is going to cause a huge generational gap. And we're already seeing it now with this startling low intelligence, to put it bluntly, the stupid kids. For all time, people have always been really dumb. Okay, let me do my little ramble, context introduction. Okay, I'll get to the point eventually. You should listen to this video. By the way, I'm not a millionaire. I'm okay. I'm still figuring it out. But, like, if you think I'm trying to sell you a crock of shit that's going to get you to become a millionaire, no. I will tell you everything that I fucked up and had to figure out along the way. And a lot of this stuff was told to me. But the way I think about it is, when different generations give the same, like, timeless wisdom or timeless Samurai Bushido code advice, it just never seems to come across the right way. Because your dad telling you how to get a job or whatever, and all of what they say, because I'm going to say I kind of disagree with the guy's video a little bit. The whole, like the boomer advice where it's like, you just gotta have confidence and let them know you really want to be there, and then be persistent. All of that stuff, while yes, it's total boomer advice, and if you're 16 and you're walking into fucking Dick's Sporting Goods and doing this shit, yeah, obviously not. They're taking this advice that has 100 different ways to word it, and they're wording it in 1972 terminology for the fucking for the used car lot. See, the problem with this advice is it's good with the proper context and worded in a way. It's almost like this advice isn't whatever the word is. It's not static. It's liquid. It's like moving. It's not hold it in your hands and read it out of the book and follow the manual and you'll do it. It's like esoteric. It's just like it's like manifesting the idea of all the boomer shit that they're saying. It's fucking true. Besides the point, my generation was the last to grow up with the technology, and now I think the generational gap and the generational divide, I think this generation, which is why I have to preface this, I'm yapping, I know. It just seems like the people that are going to start being the ones to teach the ones after them, the gap is going to grow shorter and shorter and shorter with the growth that societal change is happening at. Because my parents, like boomer parents, and me, there was a time where we all coexisted with like the same amount of technology. There was a time when your parents knew more about technology than you did in my time frame. Laptops, cell phones, whatever. 99% of boomers now cannot keep up with anything to save their life, okay? So, if it sounds dumb, if you're 17 and listening to a 25-year-old who's just, in the scale of the world, just doing pretty okay, all things considered, then feel free to hear me out. Very long context, but a lot of this stuff has to be explained. There's so many things that I don't know if school's still doing this now, but like, you basically, from a very young age, you're going to know, and it's okay. It's okay to be dumb. I'm not a fucking genius by any means of the word at all. I would consider myself slightly above average. But I think a lot of intelligence is truly just, you're either born with it or you're not. Now, this doesn't have to be a setback. This doesn't have to be a hindrance. There are infinite number of ways to just like get smarter on your own. You just have to recognize that you're fucking lacking or deficient in certain areas. I will say this, I fucked off in school, so I can't tell you to do that. If you're really dumb and you're slacking off in school, you're gonna fuck yourself for the rest of your fucking life. But if you're doing that, you're probably fucked also. So if you're so dumb, nothing can change it, whatever. But I will say, if you're gonna, these things you have to do. If you're fucking off in school, make sure you know, like, why you aren't going to college. I'm a big college hater. I think the only reasons colleges really exist just to sell you a lie and get one over on you and then reap the rewards of tax-free income. If you want to be a doctor or some gay shit where you sell people pills and make them fucked up for their life, be my guest. It will take 12 years of your life and $1 million in student loans, but go for it. If you're gonna fuck off in school is all of your childhood. If you're gonna fuck off in school, at least know why you're not going to college. Another thing, you can't just fuck off and have nothing to do. You cannot be the smart, holier than thou, I'm better than everyone guy, and blow off all of your work or whatever. Let's say you know you can do it. Let's say it's the easiest thing in the fucking world. You think calculus is dumb, you don't need it. You're correct. You don't need calculus. Calculus is fucking dumb. But you can't, like, what it's going to do is it's going to start your teenage years are these years where everything is morphing and changing and kind of gluing you together. You're like, being a kid is like a model kit. It's like a fucking Gundam, dude. And it's not, like, everything you do, especially in your teenage years when puberty starts rolling in, you start thinking about pussy and shit, or dicks, whatever the fuck. Really. It's like when you build those little Gundams, right? A lot of them you're supposed to glue the pieces together. It's not like a Lego, right? So you're gluing these pieces together, and every little thing you do is you're putting a little piece together. Like, thinking you're so smart that you don't have to do anything, but you also have no fucking clue. Like, smart for nothing means shit. Smart for nothing means jack fucking shit. The amount of smart for nothing people I've met is like alarming. Where you're so smart. This is like atheist guy. But most people I know that were staunch atheists also, the actually like pretty smart guys, whatever, they all kind of come around and you go, oh, it is kind of stupid to think that. Now, I'm not saying be religious to one book or whatever, but to say that without a doubt, because you can't prove it. You can't, I can't. It's prove it. It's like the dumbest thing. If you really just say it out loud to yourself, it's literally the dumbest thing of all time. Not even religious like that, but that's another thing that'll just send you down a wrong road. Militant atheism. Stay away from that shit. To say you know the answer to the universe because no one showed you what it is, you know how stupid that fucking is? That's the kind of shit that sets you down this path of fucking total misery and life destruction. This is a Sam Hyde advice. I do recommend, whether you like the guy's comedy or not, political views with this side or the other, I've been watching his advice stuff and Nick Rocheford's stuff, even Charles, great spiritual advice, since I was like 15, and the amount of like life-changing, amazing advice that I legitimately use on a daily basis is incredible. Highly recommend. Moving on. Back to the smart for nothing. Smart for nothing. That is, it's kind of like, I guess, who I'd really be targeting a lot of this video as, is this kind of guy, because that's kind of who I was. My folks they were in the film industry, so that was kind of my plan. Low budget film industry. My dad directs and stuff. So does my older brother. But it's not the Avengers, right? So it's just like, if you know what a PA is, it's like a set bitch. That was just kind of my plan. So it's not the best plan, but it's better than nothing. So let's say that's your situation. You know you're not going to college and you have a family in with some kind of work. That's okay. But it can't be nothing. It can't be nothing. Now, smart for nothing is the guy that fails everything because they're above it. You're above the work. I totally get being above public education work. It makes complete sense. But you have to really take there's a moment in time where you have to take a step back. Everyone's met these people, these super nerds, these uber nerds that can do all this. I recoded Mozilla Firefox to be purple. Like, yeah, dude, I'm sure that's really fucking hard. Is it worth any money? Probably fucking not. Have you seen the state of coding? I've said this to everyone and I will say it fucking again. If you are going to college for a C+ degree, a computer science degree, you're fucked. You're fucked. Might as well apply at Jiffy Lube. Maybe they'll take you. Go to r/resume. That's another thing. I didn't even have to learn this the hard way. I've been doing this my whole life. I'll give myself credit on that. People have no fucking gumption at all to research anything. Everyone that I met, for the most part, growing up, took everyone else's word on everything. Like the system isn't designed more than ever to fuck you so hard. You're leaving blood stains on everything you sit on. And you're going to just take people's word for it. You're going to take your boomer dad's word on how to go about life. You're going to take your mom. My mom fucking cried so much, like hysterics, because I told her I refused to go to college. And now I'm doing great. Besides, and what I did is a very realistic path. I'm not going to go crazy into what I did. I did movies for 2 years. COVID hit. I was going to get into a union. Didn't end up happening. No movies, COVID. Got really angry. I was 20, joined the Marines, went avionics, aviation electronics. It's like being a mechanic, but for electrical shit. Worked on drones. needs no expanding on. Best job to look for, something niche. Some people say niche. I think that's stupid. Might be the right way. Niche, meaning very small, very unique, in demand. You have to look for it. You have to do research, extensive research. That's a huge nugget of wisdom. In a world full of computer science majors on r/resumes saying they've submitted to 11,000 jobs with no reply. And yet every day, 10,000 people take out student loans to get computer science degrees, man. When all you have to do is search up, before you choose your fucking degree that you're spending $60,000 on, a mortgage to a house, instead of Googling, what is the current computer sciences job market look like? You're so fucking smart. You're the smartest guy in the world that you can code, you can read Python, you know Linux, Ubuntu, but you forgot to look up how the job market is. This is what I mean, smart for fucking nothing. Smart for nothing. The guy who changes your oil at Jiffy Lube is smarter than you. You probably can't do that. You can sit at your computer all fucking day and code, and then have a guy in New Delhi who makes $8 an hour take your job 100 out of 100 times. Because it's over. Computer science jobs in America, for the most part, are fucking over. At $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year. By the way, poverty wages. Fucking poverty wages. You guys gotta be smart for something. You can be dumb for something. So many people are smart for nothing. Research everything. Research every decision you make. People take this shit, college, student loans. You really need to step back sometimes. And I'm sorry I'm rambling, but this is, if you can decipher what I'm trying to say, this is good shit. People, you really, as a young guy, your life is like 99%, yes, there are onesie, twosie, 50-year-olds who have gone back to school and made a career change. There are onesie, twosie people who slip on the floor at a McDonald's and get a $3 million lawsuit. Are you going to get $3 million when you slip on the floor? No. So when people tell you that it's not too late to change and it's not permanent, it's not forever, tell them to eat shit. Tell them, okay, thank you, and never listen to that person again. Because they're wrong. Don't let 60-year-old people give you advice about stuff they did when they were 30, because guess what? That's not happening anymore. There are drones that can recognize your face and fly, airburst you in the ear and explode your head. And you're gonna take advice from someone that used to get their milk delivered by the milkman? Get real, dude. You need to take a step back sometimes. Things have weight. Different situations have different weight. If you don't know what you want to do not go to college as a placeholder for figuring it the fuck out. Unless you have rich ass parents and can go for free, I'd say be my guest if you do it smartly. I would say probably for the person not becoming a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer or something where you legitimately 100,000 million% need a degree every single time to do the job. There are some jobs that a master's or something will not, you cannot do it, right? Networking. You need to take a step back and look at the weight of these situations sometimes. Going, I guess I'll go to community college. You know who goes to community colleges? Losers. What do you think the percentage of people is? Now, I'm not saying I've looked at this data, but I dare for someone to prove me wrong. What's the percentage of people that go to community college and are just like massive success, even remotely successful? Like remotely successful. Probably negative 1 billion. Might as well be fucking adult preschool. 20 years old. You're taking a fucking algebra class. Get fucking real, bro. You would literally be better off doing oil changes at Jiffy Lube. You would learn how to do many useful things. And some of those people you might become friends with. And they're probably good at other very useful things. You'd be better off learning how to change tires and oil and air filters and basic mechanics than taking an algebra class at your local community college. There's weight to these things. There will be a cut here.